Hi everybody, happy new year. Welcome back. We're going to work on the Ford some more today. I want to pull the seats out of it. I got a heater core that's going to be going in. We're going to put carpeting in it at some point. And I'm also going to be pulling the gauge cluster out. I've gone through the gauges a couple different times. I did a tachometer on the steering column and I didn't really care for that. I changed it out, went with a glow shift bezel and got some aftermarket gauges to put in there, LED. And when I did that, I got red and blue. And with the color theme of the truck, I'd like to keep everything either red or blacked out. I'm not big on the chrome. So we're going to pull all that out and possibly take the dash pad off. Eventually this truck's going to have a whole new wiring harness put in it. So I'd like to slowly get everything out of it and start planning, laying it out. I got the truck in 2001 and it's gone through a few different styling things that I've done. I thought I wanted to lower it at one point, but I'm getting away from that. I know everybody does the Crown Vic front end and the Ford Explorer rear ends and stuff like that. I like how the truck sits, kind of more of the old hot rod, meaner stance, I think, and just loud. When I put the long tube headers on it, I had a 2.5 inch exhaust with the glass backs on it. Now it sits with a 3-inch with the long tubes to just single chamber mufflers. I do have an X pipe that I built for it that I had on it for a short time, and I think we're going to go back to that eventually also. But for today, I'm going to try and get the seats out and get the dash tore apart, get that out, and we'll get in there and see what we can do. So taking a quick look, I got one door card on the passenger side. It's broken. I do have another set that I would like to put on. I don't know if you can see it very well. You can see where the heater core is leaking down onto the floor pan. These are just self-screwed in that I put in over the summer just to get the truck out to bring it to a couple car shows. And then the seats are just seat covers that I put on bucket seats. The bucket seats I actually got out of the junkyard. These are out of a Volkswagen. I believe it was a GDI. These are fully functional seats without needing power. You can do all your adjustment. You got lumbar, move the seat forward and back, raise it up, or even lower it down without having to have power, which I really liked. But we're going to be getting rid of these. We're going to make new mounts. Always hold on to them license plates. They work good for patching the floor. This truck's always been a budget build for me. This is a 50 cal ammo can and a ratchet shifter I picked up at a swap meet. We ran it down through the floor. It does still have the column shift on it. It's not hooked up anymore. That was broken when I got the truck. This is the new gauge bezel that I'd put in. But we're gonna match these. We're gonna match up the gauges today. We got the dual stereo in it. Nothing too special. And then the dash pad is just hammered. It's seen better days. This sat in the back of the wood lot for almost 20 years when I parked it. It was just not taken care of. These are the mirrors. These are actually off a 92. I bought a parts truck that I wanted to steal some stuff out of it. Actually, the rims that are on this truck, I ended up buying the whole truck just to get those rims. So I'll show you that another time on what they looked like and touching them up. But no door card on the driver's side. But all right, we'll get set up and we'll start taking the seats out. I am going to leave the shifter in for right now in case I want to move the truck, and that shouldn't be in the way too much anyways. But I'm going to start with the door card. Just got to take the window crank off, the actual handle, and then one other screw up in here. And this just has push pins on it, which they're not holding anything anymore. So we'll get started and get that off. There's a spring right here you don't want to lose. It just keeps tension out on the door card, keeps this from binding up. What happens on these older vehicles is this gear in here, and this one does have has play in it. Everything gets worn out over time. This is a 1979 truck, so this is about probably 46 years old, and it looks original. So I'm not going to throw away this door card. This is still usable to somebody. You know, pass it on down the line, help somebody else out. Ziploc bags to keep all the hardware together that we just took off, because the door card's not going on right away. So I'm just going to keep these, and we don't want to lose them. Next thing we'll work on is just getting the seat off the mounts that I made here for it. It's just 4 bolts, 1 in each corner, and we'll just get the seat lifted up and out. All right, we got the 4 bolts out. I'm just gonna bring the seat forward some more. Get this lifted up and out. This was just what I had. I had 1-inch spacers that I built out of 1-inch square stock, bolted down through the floor. We're gonna get rid of all that, and the new one will be a full frame going around the shifter, is my thought, with legs coming down. I always have these foldable seats with me. Just a camping variety, but you never know when you'll hit a car show and you need to have your chairs with you. Or in this truck's case, you never know when you're going to hit the side of the road and you're going to wait for a ride. You can see I put a aftermarket steering wheel on it. The other one had just gotten really bad and nasty, so I just went ahead and replaced it with a red one here. And the horns never worked, and I didn't want to cut the steering column just yet to put the new horn pad on there. All right, we're gonna pull out the dash bezel here. Just need a couple Phillips heads. There you go. It is a lot easier to take the factory one out. The factory one, you would just unplug this plug here. It slides into the back. I'll show you a couple of the different ones that I had in here before, with when I had the tack up here and then the factory gauge. Well, we'll go ahead and pull out the driver's side seat, see if we can't get everything out of the way, and we'll go from there. All right, we got the driver's seat out. I think next what we're going to do is I'm going to try and get this dash pad off. I'm going to use a 1/4-inch ratchet to get in there and get these nuts out. It's 11:30 seconds. We'll see if we can't get them out. think there's 5 or 6 of them in there. We'll see if we can't get this dash pad out. All right, that one there felt like the last one, and it's pretty loose, so there we go. Just kind of folded it down and then slide it out. Let's see what we got. Dash itself doesn't look too bad. The dash pad's probably never been off. Snoopy rides with me everywhere. Look at all this vacuumed up. Definitely see the mice were in there, and I didn't get it all cleaned up the last time. We'll be fixing that. Let's take a look at this dash pad. So as you can see, this is just hammered. It's no good anymore. I do have another one. It does have cracks in it, but I have an idea of trying to save it. It's definitely not this bad. When you're taking these out, this is what you're fighting with, these little eighth inch bolts. There's 2 in the corner, one which would be behind the gauges. These 2 are right in the center. I found that I had to take the heater out to get at that one. This one's inside the glove box, and these last 2 are also inside the glove box. These 2 here, one of them I ended up using the extension and just doing it that way. It was just so much easier to come up from the bottom. Thanks everybody for tuning in to Barely Running Garage. I really do appreciate you hanging out in the shop with me tonight as we work on the old Ford. This is just going to be a series of videos trying to get it ready to go for the summer. I'd like to bring it to some more car shows, and I would really like to take it down the drag strip. I've never done it. It's been a goal of mine with all the vehicles I've had, but with the Ford here, I've owned this since I got out of high school, and it's the only one still left with me. So I do appreciate it. I hope y'all are having a great New Year's and looking forward to a great new year coming up. And if you like the video, please like, subscribe, comment. I do try to follow along with the comments and try to get back to everybody. I hope you all have a great new year and wish you the best in 26.